And we are live. I'm here
Oh,
with John Patch, our CRO. My name's Jake. I'm the COO of Mingle, and we've got Anna, who is going to we're going to demo Mingle for today. She is one of our upcoming influencers that will be holding a Mingle event, and you can join her by going to app.mingle.com/events. Find her event. It's not posted yet, and then just say I'm interested, and you'll get a calendar invite. All
hi
right,
there,
Anna.
how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully, thank you.
Perfect.
So Anna, let's run you through how to use Mingle, what it's about, the background to it, and for everybody that's listening, the same thing, right? So let me turn this so it doesn't make a bing bing noise. Um, Mingle the base concept of Mingle is to create reality in a 2D space. So if I'm looking at a computer when I'm at an event, what does that look like? And how can I interact like I would in the real world? So what you're looking at right now is the venue. The three of us are basically standing in it and talking to each other. But let's imagine that there's 20 people in here. And how can you talk to the other person? So first off, I'm going to let you know that your camera's off. So if you go down to the bottom right and you see the camera icon, just go ahead and click that on. Yep, perfect. You got it. Now, let's say you look at me and you're like, hey, that guy looks interesting. I want to talk to him. What you can do is you can hover over me and you'll see three dots right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click that and hit invite for cluster.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Now I'm getting an invitation from you to join a cluster. I'm going to accept it. And now what you're seeing is that you and I are in a cluster together. We're having a conversation. Patch over there can't hear us because he's not in our cluster. So imagine there's 20 people all doing that same thing. They're all connecting with one another. That's what you would see in real life. Now, let's say you actually want Patch to join us. Go ahead and hover over him and click on the three dots and hit invite for cluster, and you can pull him into our cluster.
Oh. Mm-hmm. How would I pull him into? I think I already invited him, but...
Sorry, I say pull in, but invite him in.
Okay. Then it's
Yeah,
done.
he still has to accept it. We still want those controls so that people can say, no, I don't really want to join that, or I don't really want to talk about that. But now you've got the idea over here. You've got a bunch of different people that are clustering and connecting, and you and I are having a conversation. Let's say we get a bunch of people in our cluster, and you can have up to 5, and then it blocks out, because if you've got more than 5 in a cluster, you might as well be going and building a new cluster. But if you're like me and you're ADD, right, and you need somebody to remind you of something, or you just need to tap somebody on the shoulder and go, hey, remind me to talk to you about your dog later. That's what this, if you click the three dots right here and hit make sidebar call.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Should
and
I
hit
hit
make
it?
sidebar call. Yep. Now I'm getting a request from you for a sidebar call. What that does is it puts us in an audio only conversation. It pauses us so that everybody in our group knows that we're in a sidebar call and we're having an audio only call. You can actually do this with other people from in other clusters. So if we want to talk, if you want a sidebar call with somebody in another cluster, you can do that. But it's for that real quick, like, hey, when you're done talking to them, can you come find me? Or hey, when we're done having this conversation, remind me to ask you about your dad. And then you just go back to the normal conversation.
Oh, okay. So basically this in the middle call is just for the quick stuff in between.
Yeah, that's for really, really fast conversations. I mean, you could make long conversations in there if you wanted to, but I don't think that's kind of what that's not what it's designed for. All right, so now go ahead and hit leave cluster.
Yep.
Hey, Pat, you rejected us.
I'm sorry, I was looking down. I had tried to join your cluster, but Anna didn't click on me.
What?
Oh.
I did. I absolutely did. Oh, I should have clicked that green call button?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine. He requested you back. So anyway, anybody who's watching the recording, they can see that the green call because they saw it on my screen. But Anna basically didn't know what that was, so she didn't click on it. And So accidentally was very rude to our friend John Patch here, who is now crying into his pillow and is very upset. Anyway, so
Sorry about it.
Anna, I'm gonna make you a co-host now by just clicking on you and making you a co-host. Oh, I got to take away yours, John. Sorry. And then you'll see that you're a co-host with the little blue dot, right? Now, what that gives you is it gives you the ability to make announcements, broadcast. You can kick people out of this mingle. You can review flags of people. Like, so if, let's say Patch, you say something very rude to Patch and he decides to flag you, I'm going to see that flag as a host, and now I have the ability, if I'd like, to kick you out of this mingle. And then you wouldn't be able to get back in, right? So it gives you those abilities to remove and block people as a host. So you can moderate appropriately. Now, the other thing it does is it gives you the ability to make announcements and make broadcasts. Now, you're probably thinking, because I know that you're an influencer, you're probably thinking, okay, this first part, what was that all about? That doesn't really make sense for me to do my thing, right? And you're right, that was just the before the event. So everybody's getting there, everybody's arriving, they're chatting with one another. You let them talk for about 5-10 minutes, but then what you're going to do is you're going to make an announcement, right? So in the bottom right corner, you're going to see 3 dots. And under that, you're going to see start broadcast, start announcement. Don't click either. I'm going to do it just to show you how to do it. So I'm going to start an announcement. And when I start an announcement, you're only seeing my face. You're only hearing me. I interrupt everybody. That includes everybody that's in clusters. This is for that real quick, hey, everyone, we're going to get started here in 5 minutes. So wrap up what you're talking about, and I'll see you soon. Now, to end this announcement, you click on those same 3 dots, and you'll see end announcement. Don't hit end event, which is right next to it, but hit end announcement. And now I'm back in the venue with you. Right now we start talking, we're still communicating, we're still clustering, we're still chatting, and then it's time for the event to start. Now I'm going to broadcast. So I click on the 3 dots, I hit start broadcasting, and now in the broadcast mode, I can see you guys. You guys can cluster with one another if you'd like while we're broadcasting. So imagine that you're doing your thing here as an influencer. You're doing presentations, you're listening to music, you're showing off things. Your friends can connect with one another and they can have conversations. So now this creates a world where your fans now are interacting with one another. So they're becoming a community instead of just somebody who watches you. Now they met their best friend at your event. So they're never gonna forget Anna in that situation. Now, I'm doing my presentation and it's kind of boring. I'm just talking to the screen by myself, which is really difficult to do for a long time. I should know. I've been doing it for a while right now. I want to talk to somebody else. So I'm like, hey, does anybody have any insight on this, or does anybody want to ask a question? And to do that, just go ahead and click that hand to raise your hand. Bing. And then I hear bing, bing. I could pull them up. I could pull up both or one. And now you're on my broadcast. So everybody in the audience can hear and see you, and we can have a conversation. Now, if I'm taking this and I'm streaming it out to YouTube, or I'm streaming it out to Instagram or TikTok, or I'm streaming it out to Facebook or LinkedIn, they're also going to see you. So now, like right now, everybody, we're broadcasting to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and another Facebook.
Right now,
right now,
this moment.
We have a live stream going there. We have it. I have the ability to look at a chat that's going on. That's a different application, but this allows them to hear you, and now we've had an interaction. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever met somebody of influence that you admired, when you got the opportunity to speak to that person, that's a story you tell for the rest of your life. That's not something that you forget, right? So let's say that you have a fan that absolutely loves you. Now they got a chance to talk to you on here and ask you a question and engage in a conversation. That's a loyal customer, not a loyal customer, but a loyal community member you're going to have for the rest of your life. right? And that's kind of what we're creating here in Mingle, is that ability to not only connect with your fans in an interactive way, but for your fans to connect with one another in a very interactive way. And now I'm going to end the broadcast the same way I started the broadcast. So I click on the three dots, I hit end broadcast, do not hit end event. And now we're back to this. So I'm going to take away your hosting abilities so that I can show you one last thing. The last feature that we have, let's say you've now done your entire event. You see everybody's clustering here. You and John are really getting along. You guys are having a great conversation. Normally, if I ended the event, what would happen is it would end the event for you and John, right? Because I'm the only host. Yeah. But if I leave, which I'm going to do here in a second, you guys will continue. And you guys can continue as long as you want. I'm obviously going to come back, but I'm going to leave just to show you how that works. I'll be right back. And now you can see that it's still live here. Anybody who's watching at home, you can still see that this is live right now. And I can just join the event again. Got to take my picture. The reason we take pictures is because that way we can see what you look like now, not what you see. We not see what you looked like 5 years ago when you had a professional take a photo of you. It does take a little bit for it to join, but that's okay. It's just one of those things when you got new software, you don't dump a lot of money into servers in order to get them to go super, super fast until you have the ability to do that. Now, anybody that's listening, if you'd like, you could join us at app.miingl.com/events, and you can click on the live event. We'll talk to you about all kinds of things. Hello, Jacob.
Hey,
Jacob is our marketing guru. And as you get on and start hosting events, he'll be the one to engage with you in regards to any advertising that we do on your behalf, because that's part of our program.
Hey, gentlemen,
Nice.
since I'm going to interject for just 1 second. Since I'm still recording, I want to end that. I want to end the stream. And then we can talk about the affiliate program with you specifically, Anna, and how that looks, and then also how your first event's going to look, and then we'd like to have you do probably another 2 events after that. So, and more beyond with the affiliate program. But anybody that's listening at home, just go ahead. If you'd like to join one of these events, go to app.miingl.com/events. Look for, search in how to mingle, and you're going to see all the how to mingles that are coming up. Click on I'm interested on one of those that works for you, and you'll get a calendar invite. And then you can join me. We can do another demo for you, and we can talk to you about the affiliate program so that you can get in on the ground floor of the Mingle revolution. All right, everyone.